Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. In my case, well, I definitely am because this came in the mail, which is the new Mcfarlane DC Multiverse Cyborg Superman, which is the more accurate one as compared to well, maybe not accurate, maybe I can say classic one as compared to the first Cyborg Superman that they released, which I guess is the more modern version. So this is something that is more I'm more familiar with because, well, as you all know, guys, I'm more the comics that I've read is during the death of Superman or return of Superman. I'm not really aware of the more modern version, and that's actually the reason why I have no idea about this gold label version of the Cyborg Superman where he's all red. And since it's red, of course, I would assume that maybe this is Cyborg Superman version of Red Lantern. But a friend of mine said that no, it's not a Red Lantern. It's actually a Sinestro Corps there. But then I thought, but the Sinestro Corps are yellow lanterns, right? So why is he red? Anyway, guys, if you are more familiar with the background of this gold label version of Cyborg Superman, why is he red? But yet, is my friend correct for saying that this is actually a Sinestro Corps version, not the Red Lantern version? Which maybe I would believe because I don't see any. Well, he's actually more familiar with the Green Lantern lore as compared to me because I'm more of a Batman fan. So yeah. Anyway, as far as the aesthetics and looks, I actually kind of like the red version, but based from the pictures that I saw online, I don't think that this red costume of Superman should have kept the S logo. It should have been a different logo based from, yeah, I guess it should be the Sinestro Corps logo. If my friend is correct that this is supposed to be Sinestro Corps version. Well, if I come to think of it, whenever they depict Superman as when he becomes evil, they always give him a red and black costume. I guess that's why the color scheme of this one is red and black, despite of the fact that it's supposed to be yellow, being part of the Sinestro Corps. Anyway, guys, enough of that. Let's check the packaging. So let's start at the front, the usual open window wherein you can see the figure itself. And may I say, just from the box itself, these figures are looking good. Then there's the side, Cyborg Superman, Revenge of the Green Lanterns. And then at the back are two different. I find this weird because instead of making the red Superman a platinum, like a red platinum or a silver platinum version, it's actually a gold label. McFarlane's starting to confuse me with all this version because if you will see, this is basically just a recolor of the figure. So should they not just have made it a platinum version? But I guess they are under the impression that this version will sell well. I think they are correct. This version will sell well. That's why they just decided to make it a gold label. And if I'm not mistaken, in the US, when they say it's gold label, it is like an exclusively sold to a specific store. Here in the Philippines, gold label doesn't matter because it is still sold by both the two big toy store here, which is Toy Kingdom and Toys R Us. Anyway, guys, I'm really excited because they really look very good. So let us unbox this and free them from their plastic prison. So let us start with the regular version. So it comes with the regular standard McFarlane art card with the short biography at the back. standard Mcfarlane base or stand. And then he has an alternate close piece hand, which is actually a good thing to have. And one of his alternate robotic finger pointing hand, I guess. There, nicely made. There's one thing that you can rely on McFarlane when it comes to monster and robotics. They really are very good when making their mold, which is why I'm really sure that they'll make a pretty good Cyborg Superman. And so far, based from what I'm seeing, they did. Now, here's the gold label version, which is the red and black version. Now, it also comes with a standard McFarlane art card. I tried reading the biography, but despite the fact that they don't have the same art, the biography at the back is basically the same, which is more on the origin of Cyborg Superman. This does not say anything about why he's actually red and black. So again, guys, if you are more familiar with this version of Cyborg Superman, if you can leave it in the comment just to give me a short background about it. I know that I can Google it, guys, but I just want to make conversation, and sometimes when you search Google, you just find a lot of things. Now, when I try searching Google, I actually see that I think my friend was right. This is supposed to be the Sinestro Corps version of him, but on the art that I saw, he's not supposed to have the S logo. In this form, he's supposed to have the logo of the, well, Sinestro Corps. Anyway, continuing with this, here's the standard McFarlane stand or base. And then, same as the regular version, he comes with robot pointing alternate hand and a closed fist. May I say, he really looks good in red and black. Super hot. Here's a complete 360-degree look of the regular version. As you can see, guys, he doesn't have the S logo on his cape. Now, I haven't really been reading any comics for the last 2 decades, guys, so is that comic accurate? The Cyborg Superman really doesn't have an S logo on his cape, or is this another way of the McFarlane being, cutting costs? Anyway, it still doesn't change the fact that this looks amazing. I think this is one of McFarlane's best figure yet. And I guess the guys at McFarlane also thought, since this is a really good mold and we invested on it, why don't we just make a gold label version of it, making it the red and black version? Let's make it gold label instead of, the usual platinum chase variant so that we can produce more, and, you know, people will be able to get them easier as compared to a platinum chase variant, which I completely agree. I think this is the best decision that McFarlane has done. Instead of making this a platinum chase variant, they made him gold label, which I guess will make this figure easier to get, because when they make him a platinum variant, they just need to produce him in a very limited quantity as compared to making him gold label. I guess they'll be able to sell it in boxes. Do you agree, guys? I don't know what the state is when it comes to the US, but here in the Philippines, yeah, the platinum are very hard to find because usually, first they are limited, and then they are usually at a bigger markup. by the hobby shop as compared to the regular version. And I think that is also what's going to happen if this was the case. If this was what was done by Mcfarlane here, I would have paid a bigger markup for this one if this was a platinum edition, which is I'm actually glad that they didn't do that and instead made him a gold label. And man, this figure really looks good in red and black also. Okay, now time for a close-up look at the figure, and of course, let's first start with the head sculpt. Man, that looks awesome. This is Mcfarlane at his best. What I only noticed on this head sculpt is that they didn't paint his chin red. That chin should be red. I mean, the mold is there, but yeah, they didn't paint it red. That should be red. But aside from that, as far as the mold, the separation of the flesh and where the robot parts start, man, it is very well executed. This is really McFarlane at his best. Now, a full close up at the front of the figure. Now, guys, if you are curious, if he has a thigh swivel there, where basically on the if there's a thigh cut there when the flesh and the robot parts start on the leg. No, there's no thigh cut there. There's no articulation here. Man, the separation of the metal. This is really a very good mold. And the S logo is even molded, not just painted. Maybe that's the problem why on the red version they were not able to, well, not it's not that they were not able, they got lazy in changing it into the correct logo, which is that of the Sinestro Corps. And then just look at the neck. Again, the separation of the metal part to the flesh part. Amazing paint job. Amazing mold and amazing paint work. Look at that amazing detail, guys. This is really where McFarlane shines. Now here's a close-up look at the side. Now I love the fact that they are actually true to the figure design. I love that there's that hole on his leg. I mean, look at that. I love that. Amazing. Now here's a close-up look at the other side. The robotic arm is amazingly molded. Now another problem that I had, you see that part of the leg, the one with the circle? Well, not circle, but basically round portion. I mean, the mold is there, but they should have painted that silver too, because that's supposed to be also a metal part. I guess McFarlane forgot to instruct whoever painted this to also paint that because that is supposed to be silver. I guess that's something I'm gonna have to fix. Good thing on the case of this one, they painted it silver. Yeah, so yeah, amazing. But again, it's kind of bummer that that is not painted. And here's a close up at the back of the figure. Wired cape. The cape is wired on the side, but again, no S logo. Oh, another look at the back of the figure without the cape on the way. Man, this looks good. Because I think it will be a crime if I don't show you the details at the back. This is really McFarlane at his best. Let's face it. Okay, so there's another metallic parts here. I really don't like it that McFarlane actually took the time to make the mold but not paint it. I think that should also be painted silver, but they got lazy. Anyway, There's the back. Look at this detail, guys. This is if Mcfarlane is really at its best, it's really at its best. This looks like a premium figure, guys. Well, aside from the fact that they are missing some molded portion to paint. Now, let us have a closer look at the gold label. Well, his eyes is painted red, which I guess that is different compared to the regular one. And to be honest, guys, this is the more correct one. I mean, look at that. The chin is actually colored, it's actually painted red here. I'm actually thinking of maybe swapping them, but after having a closer look at this version, I also like it. So this is actually a case of not choosing. This is not the case of choosing between the two, but actually liking both of them. I'm definitely gonna be displaying both of this figure on my shelf and not just one. So yeah, I don't think I need to head swap them, but this is actually what I mean. The chin should be painted red. And yeah, basically everything's the same except that it is in red and black. And man, this is really, really, really looking very cool. I guess the black also suits Cyborg Superman. Now on the side, same thing. That part of his leg is also not painted. I also like the black cape. So a close up at the other side. Now here is the back of the figure. Black cape actually suits this figure. Now another close up look at the back of the figure. Again, that part's not also not painted. Okay, guys, so here they are side to side. Basically, as far as the mold is concerned, they are the same. The obvious difference is just the paint scheme. But, okay, wait, it's blurring. Yeah, there. Sorry, guys, my camera actually have a blurring problem that I still need to get used with it. So, one of the main differences that aside from the obvious color is that this one actually have a normal colored eyes and this one has red. And yeah, I really actually like that on the gold label version his chin is red, which should also be the same when it comes to the regular version. But either way, guys, as I said, this is one of those cases wherein it is not which do I like, but I actually like them both. So both of this figure, I'm pretty sure will have a very strong presence in my display shelf. I guess if I'm gonna find something to complain about this, is that the S logo on the red version. I kind of wish that they instead of the S, they actually change it into the Sinestro Corps logo. Again, guys, correct me in that. Is this really a Sinestro Corps? Because based from the whole look, I'm thinking Red Lantern. Please leave in the comment, guys. I really want to update myself when it comes to the DC comic lore. But yeah, I haven't really been reading any comics for the last 2 decades due to, well, financial reason. And if you ask me to choose between action figure and comic, I'll choose action figures. Anyway, guys, let's have a look at the articulation. So for the head, you can look down that far. You can look up that far, so pretty good range actually. Can tilt side to side. Oops. What happened? I don't know. Somehow I pluck it up, but it's not actually loose. Maybe I just push it too hard. It's not actually loose. See, now that I put it back, I can. Yeah, that's actually not a problem. Maybe that is more of a me problem instead of the figure's problem. But as far as articulation for the head, definitely good. Now for the hands, can do that. The cyborg hands, that. Then they can do the T pose. Then a bit of butterfly articulation. Then he has a bicep cut, double jointed elbow, and double peg wrist. Same thing here, double jointed elbow and single peg, yeah, double peg wrist. He can do this on the abdominal cut. Then he also has waist rotation. This is what I'm gonna miss if Berlin loses the license. I actually gotten used with this style of articulation of the abdomen because yeah, it doesn't really. I know range wise they're not that good, but they really look good when it comes to the mold. So again, bending forward is a problem for McFarlane. They were not able to fix that. Then side to side for the leg. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Then he can kick forward that far, he can kick backward that far, so he can do the split. Is this single jointed? Okay. When it comes to the cyborg leg, it's single jointed, which guess makes sense because that part is hollow. So it's single jointed here, then that, ankle rocker, toe articulation. But on the normal leg, it's double jointed. Okay, now we can do the bend down. And that is it for the articulation. Anyway, guys, for a quick size comparison, here they are with the new 52 Superman. And here they are with the Silver Age Superman, which is my main Superman figure in my shelf. And may I say, they do look good together, skill wise. And of course, being a huge Batman fan, here they are next to the Batman, the Cowardly Lot version. And here they are with Darkseid. This figure is probably one of McFarlane's best release ever. Man, I think I'm even gonna go to the fact that this is McFarlane's best DC Multiverse figure ever. Maybe, but because I'm a Batman fan, I really like that, that Astro Hell Batman. But between the two, nah. As far as the sculpt and execution, I guess this is gonna be number one on my list. Despite of the fact that I am more of a Batman fan and not a Superman fan, that is actually saying a lot. Consider, putting this at number one for me. I think this is the best figure that McFarlane ever released. Asbet is gonna be number two, of course. Anyway, guys, if you had a chance to get this figure, get them. And again, if you ask me which version should you take, again, for me, this is one of those cases wherein both figures actually look good, despite of the fact that the gold label is just a recolor. This, I cannot deny the fact that Cyborg Superman also looks good in red and black. Maybe, maybe if you are really just need to choose one. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to choose the regular version because that's the classic look. And I'm just gonna think that one of the reason that maybe someone would not pick the gold label is the fact that the Superman or the S logo is still there. They should have changed that into the what whether the red lantern or yellow lantern logo is. Again, guys, I'm really interested to educate myself when it comes to the Cyborg Superman's lore. So if you can leave in the comment below the storyline why he became this red version, I would really appreciate it. So guys, as usual guys, if you reached this part of my video, thanks a lot. If you like my video, please don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And as usual guys, enjoy life and keep collecting.